So I hope you all enjoyed our previous video on rigging up your DSLR, your camera. We still have our cage on here. What we're going to do is show you how to do a setup for vlogging. So what does that entail? Number one, you need to have a camera that's designed for that. Reason being, I chose the G85. It's got this nice flippy screen. So when you hold the camera out, and it's facing you, your direction, you can see yourself with your flip out screen. Now, a lot of cameras such as Sony's, they don't have this option, and that's not going to work out well for you. So you want it to be lightweight and have a flip out screen. Those are basically the two things that you need. If you do have autofocus in the camera, it helps. I'm going to be using a manual lens because it's what I have and it's what I use. And I think this is kind of a little unique setup. Again, I do recommend 8mm to 16mm probably at most. This will give you a nice wide angle shot. And this is a micro four thirds type sensor, so it's very small and it's going to crop in. Again, you want wide shots if you're going to be vlogging. Let's just get the lens on here right away. What I have is a SLR Magic little lens here. Now this is designed for micro four thirds size sensor cameras. I've used this for multiple projects, especially for first person perspective, but everything's manual on here. It's got the nice markings and you can lock it for focus here too just by turning this. Let's leave it unlocked for now. Let's throw this on because what I like about it is it's so small here. And again, we're going to do this without the cage after as well. But this is just such a small, adorable lens. I mean, look at that. Not only is this going to keep it lightweight, but when you film towards yourself, you're going to be able to get a good shot as well. So we got a good charged battery in here, and we've got a nice SD card in the side. So we're ready to rock and roll on film. So there's a couple options for sound. One that I love is this Rode Micro. And the reason I like this is because it's so small and compact. Now I've modified it a little bit. Typically what you'll have with it is you'll have the cold shoe mount. So you can just take this and throw it onto this mount right here. And without the cage, it'll be just here. I have this whole apparatus set up because I can basically use the quick release plates and take this on and off. I can even put this on a tripod to direct sound. And this portion up here is just made up for that. This is just, again, it depends on what you're using it for. So one thing you could do is throw on a wireless microphone and you could wear that, but that gets really heavy. So specifically for vlogging, this is what I recommend. You do have a windscreen for your wind when you're filming outdoors and recording sound. So what I recommend is doing a pretty simple setup. Let's take this guy off here. So our goal right now is just to get this microphone pointed to the front. Now, so I do have a couple of these quick release plates here. So what we're gonna do is just turn this on the front. And again, we could be using the top handle, but I don't think this is smart because it's going to add weight and it's going to get in the way specifically for vlogging. So let's just turn this on. And right here is a good spot. So now with the quick release, we can take our audio device on and off. So if we go from the front here. So if we go from the front, all we have to do is snap this in place. And you could also lock it on the side. So now we've got our sound with the shotgun mic that's going to be fairly close to us. So when you're vlogging, this is what you have. Again, this whole gap you don't need. I do like that it actually brings it in a pretty unique direction. However, this is only set up because I am doing other projects with it. So again, this is one way though. You can modify it. So essentially I've got these old little screws here and I would keep all those, and you know, you could play around with rigging up different things just with your gaff tape. But let's throw this audio on. So again, Rode Video Micro, and then what we want to do is plug it in. So let's plug this in the back. And of course, most cameras, hopefully, since we discussed this at the beginning, you have a camera with a microphone input. So there we go. And this is going to be pointing right towards me. Right now, we've got a really unique small setup. So from side to side, from front to back, it's going to be different. We're going to have our flip out screen and this orientation. So let's turn this guy on. And let's just set up our camera here. So maybe if we do this. Okay, so now, and let's show you what it looks like. So hello, ladies and gentlemen, Mitchell Bouchard here in the studio with the focus. We are getting a pretty cool shot. Now we've got a manual lens. Again, you can use whatever lens you want, but I can see my shot on the side. I can keep the shot relatively straight. I can keep it level, and all I have to do is turn this for focus. So we'll get that pretty close here. So again, you can do whatever you want with this. I can bring it back, I can bring it up. Not only is it going to be a cool perspective, but we're going to be picking up pretty good sound as well. So we've got all these tools on the table, but again, I can literally take this and move around with it now, and you can see what we have going on around the studio. So that's all we have for you in this video. We will see you in the next one. And again, hopefully you're enjoying this. And if there's some more content or any questions that you have, send us one. We'll get back to you, and we'll see you in the next video.